I mean, it's hard to go back.
All right? Yes.
Yep. Welcome back. We're here with Alissa Jacques of Women in Fire. And tell us, how many women are there who are firefighters, and is there a need for more women?
There's not many. When I first started my career nearly a decade ago, it was only about 2 to 3% of the fire service. But now it's up to approximately 9%. So it's growing, but that's still a very low percentage in general.
But still, that's a huge climb.
Absolutely.
Tell me, what has kept women from being in fire, and why is it growing now?
I think there are a lot of different reasons. Speaking from my experience, I didn't see any women who actually did the job. And so I didn't think it was something that was possible for me. And I think that now that those numbers are climbing, younger girls see women doing the job and think that it's possible.
So what does this organization, Women in Fire, do?
So it's a broad spectrum. Some of the things that is most important in our work is the research behind women-specific issues. For example, reproductive health, how fire service can affect that. Firefighters who are women are 2 times more likely to have a miscarriage than the general population. Additionally, the cancer rate has been climbing due to ill-fitting PPE. So we have a lot of research behind how these superheated gases and the chemicals that we come into contact with affect our bodies and women specifically, and how we can mitigate those issues.
So it's not that it's bad for women to be firefighters. You're just trying to find ways to make things better for the women who do choose to go into that career.
Absolutely. You know, when I first started, I had gear that I would have to hike up to be able to get into the driver's seat on the truck. And, you know, seconds matter when it comes to fighting fire and saving lives. And so you don't want to have to worry about those extra things. For example, we have SCBA masks that keep us safe in breathing air. And I could stick my fingers in between because it never fit me. And so you can imagine how I'm losing oxygen in these superheated environments and would need that. So this research is very important to keeping our first responders safe.
Are there important things that women do in firefighting or in fire services that prove a big advantage in situations?
Absolutely. If you think about what firefighters have to do, they kind of have to problem solve any number of things on a incident scene. And so if you think about different perspectives and life experiences that play into that, they can fill different roles. For example, especially in medical situations, having the empathy needed, and you know, I like to bring up the confined space thing. I can fit in places that someone else can't, you know, things like that.
What should people do in order to, I guess, change this notion about who can be a firefighter?
I think that it's already happening, and embracing that each person has something to bring to the table, and we all have strengths and weaknesses, and learning how to use that, and really that's in every area of life, right?
Thank you very much. We've been here with Alissa Jacques of Women in Fire, and we'll be back in a moment.